Okay, we now have Alyssa Rodriguez with Animal Shelter Adoptions.
Imagine your parents could no longer take care of you, and then an unfamiliar person puts you in a caged truck and drives away. You end up in a strange place with many cages and lots of noise. Every day, you wait and hope that your family or some other kind person will come to your rescue. You see others being removed from their cages, going home with loving and excited new families as they walk past you without even a glance. All the while, time is ticking, and although you do not know it, if you are not adopted soon, you may go to sleep, receive a shot, and never wake up again. Did you know that every year about 8 to 12 million animals are put into this same situation due to circumstances beyond their control? While some of these animals are lucky enough to find loving new homes, more than half of them are euthanized, or in other words, put to death. It is a terrible tragedy to end the life of a young and healthy animal that can have been turned into someone's best friend. This is why I want to reach out to you today. This is why I hope I can convince you to adopt your next pet from an animal shelter. There are plenty of good reasons to adopt from an animal shelter. For one, you can choose from a wide variety of breeds, and you can look at young puppies and kittens or older dogs and cats. Many people do not realize that even purebred animals can be found in shelters. Not only can you find purebreds, but there are a wide variety of mixed breeds as well. Some people go into a shelter looking for a specific breed, and then they come out with something different because of the wide variety. Sometimes people also go in there with their mindset on getting a puppy or kitten, but then they leave with a more mature pet after they realize it won't take as much time to train. Another good reason to adopt from an animal shelter is that you can be confident your new pet is healthy. All the animals in a shelter have been vaccinated and examined by a trustworthy veterinarian. If the animal has any medical conditions, you can trust that the shelter will make you aware of this before you adopt the pet. Sometimes when you adopt from a pet store or breeder, you can end up with an animal that has hidden health problems. This can be a very heartbreaking experience. I'm sure all of you can imagine how awful it would be to get a new puppy or kitten, only to have it end up with some sort of life-threatening illness or physical handicap. Finally, and most importantly, when you adopt from an animal shelter, you're saving an innocent life. What could possibly feel better than to know you've saved your pet from such a terrible fate? Not very many people get the chance to be called a hero, but when you adopt from an animal shelter, that's what you are to your pet. It would surely create a very special bond between the two of you, and if enough people decide to get their pets from animal shelters, the number of animals that die every year unnecessarily would get smaller and smaller. So hopefully I have told you enough to convince you to adopt your next pet from an animal shelter. After all, when you look at the wide variety of breeds to choose from, the peace of mind you will know your pet is healthy, and the amazing feeling you gain from saving a life, seems to me there's no better option. But if you still aren't convinced, then I double dog dare you to take a walk through a shelter sometime, and I can almost guarantee you won't come out without a furry friend.